things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Trojans have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25, clearly expect.
Opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Flips it out in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Lane. Tackled there by the defense. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Balls and fired complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Mayava. The short hands, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
They'll always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at the matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Pocket breaking down. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They're on the board first here in the season opener. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Trojan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Louisville.
They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Moss. Takes the easy completion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabs it inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
The Trojans will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone, though, try to follow suit here. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Cardinals want to move quickly. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He'll try the left side. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the catch, it's Lemon.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year.
Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here we go. The give to the tailback. Fights off the defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Mayava. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Brown. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on them.
He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Louisville. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. To the air, it's Moss. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him! That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's moving out of the pocket. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it! And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Between the uprights, it's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Lemon. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. pick up running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got his man on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Sanders. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lemon. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Inside the 30. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Trojans! They take the lead with the 6.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 17 over LSU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Here's the pressure. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Might be changing the route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, USC.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Going for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
back to pass on second down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. They just can't seem to cover. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Skips away from pressure. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
Tackle is made at the 20-yard line. Coming up, fourth down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. USC.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Moss. Gets it out quickly. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
And the Cardinals line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Still looking on the move. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Wide open, he makes the catch. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cardinals!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Under fire. He's got it. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Going right and going deep. Makes a grab for a big play. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the 1st down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Plucks it out of the air. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Moss. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Lacey. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Brown. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Now the play fake. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
To the air, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.